here, and I'm going to be showing you my drama collection. I'm going to try and make this quick. I don't want to make it too quick, but I am going to make it quick. I'm not going to talk about every movie like I usually do, because I actually have quite a few to go through here. So, first up, just grabbing them. They're in no particular order. I just have them in a bin over here next to me. These are the movies I have classified as drama in my Delicious Library application. And I will put a link to that video right here so you can check it out. It's a great way to catalog your movies. So first up is G.I. Jane. I know this was a $5 pick. Then Tequila Sunrise. And I actually paid, I think, only $3.99 for this. One of my favorite movies. Not a fan of this packaging, but I was really glad to get that movie. Oh, this is one of my special editions. This is Jackie Brown. And I love this movie. This is a really nice special edition. I'm going to do a special edition video because I don't have a lot of them. But, yeah, one of my favorites. I don't know how I'm going to end up stacking these up. All right. Next is Showgirls. This is just a standard edition. Nothing special about it. I wanted that really fancy edition that had the shot glasses and stuff, but I never picked it up. Now, this is a special edition of Reservoir Dogs. I searched high and low. I wanted the cover that had everybody on it. I wouldn't mind having a copy of the one that's the gasoline can. This is a 2-disc edition. I actually bought this in a Blockbuster video. I remember that. Then there's Bound. This is a really, really good movie. You should check this one out. Belly. This is one of my faves. Directed by Hype Williams, who was just an amazing video director in the 80s. It says special edition, but I don't know. You know what? Oh my goodness, I never noticed this booklet. A whole booklet in here. Honestly, you guys, I never noticed this booklet. Where have I been? This whole booklet in here. Don't remember that, but I do like this movie. I really like it. Yeah. Love it. To Kill a Mockingbird, which I've actually never watched. I got this for free somewhere. You know what? That's honestly one I don't know why I'm keeping because I'm not going to look at it. I know it's a great movie, but I'm not going to watch it. Sex and the City, the movie. This is the full screen edition. I don't think there were any special editions of this. And unfortunately, you know, you get these digital copies. They never give you a digital copy for a Mac. Not cool. I just picked this up. This is the uncut version of Derailed. So this was really good. I got this for like $5, I think. This was a gift from my sister. It's the 2-disc anniversary edition of Scarface. And there was a slipcase on this, and I think I threw it out. Unfortunately, there was like a silver slipcase. So it's a 2-disc edition. There was a slipcase on this. And I don't know what I did with it. Not happy with that. Alright, and the last DVDs on this side of the case are Brokeback Mountain. Good movie. That was just a regular... That was like one of those rush, just get the movie copies that come out after it wins awards. Then there's Body Double. This movie, this is so good. You have to see Body Double. You have to see it. This is just a bare bones edition. And then this is a 2-disc copy of Red Dragon that I know I picked up for like $5. And, ugh, it's got that tabbed packaging. Don't you guys hate this packaging? But it doesn't even have like a booklet. Alright, moving on. An Officer and a Gentleman. Now, I picked this up. It was like $3 or something, if I remember correctly. I know it wasn't a lot. This is a special collector's edition. This was a really good movie. Very good. This was a crazy movie. The Rules of Attraction. I don't even know how to describe it. What this is great for, if you don't have it, try to get the edition that has the commentary by Carrot Top. Now, what it says on here is bonus commentary by mystery guest. And the bonus commentary is by Carrot Top, the comedian. Whatever you think about his bodybuilding career and what he's done now, you need to, after you've seen it, because I had seen the movie like 3 times before I actually bothered with the commentary. His commentary is hilarious. This is just a whole other experience of watching the movie. So if you've seen it already, rinse it again and listen to the Carrot Top commentary. Very funny. Okay, Vanilla Sky. And this is one of those movies that I was just drawn to and just wanted to watch again and again, and I really couldn't figure out why. I think it was just because it was so weird. And it has actually a lot of special features. This movie was just so crazy. So crazy. But I did enjoy it, and I must have enjoyed it because I purchased it, and I only buy stuff I'm going to watch again, and I only buy stuff I've seen before. The only thing I've bought that I haven't seen before was Dr. Katz Season 2. Everything else I have seen. And this is just crazy, and I think it was probably only $3, which is why I got it. Rounders with Matt Damon and Ed Norton. I don't like this cover. This is like a horrible cover. I like the idea of the card thing, and I have seen this movie about 8 times, I think. It's kind of bare bones. I kind of like how this is supposed to look like a poker chip, and again, with the horrible tab packaging. Now this, A Perfect Murder. I don't have like a thriller category. I've lumped everything up into drama. But this, Gwyneth Paltrow's and Michael Douglas's apartment is worth watching this movie alone. Her bathroom and the bathtub, crazy. Her closet. I just love this movie for that. I actually saw this in the theater. But their apartment, because they're crazy rich, and one of the reasons I love watching this movie. But again, the horrible cheapo packaging. If I could find like a deluxe edition of this, I would. Because look, it's not even a graphic on the DVD. I would buy a deluxe edition of this. Love that movie. Now, here's another one of my deluxe editions, and it is the deluxe edition of Fight Club. This is actually one of the first DVDs I ever purchased. When I bought my first DVD player. My first DVD player was a 5-disc DVD player, and this is one of the first DVDs I ever bought. I loved Fight Club. I read the book months before the movie even came out. I had a copy of the book that didn't have Edward Norton and Brad Pitt on the cover, and a friend of mine lost it. So now you can't buy a copy of the book without them on the cover. I had like an original, edition of it. So this is like a paper sack, and then you get it's a deluxe edition. I'm not going to go into it though, because I am going to do a video on my deluxe editions, but great movie. Now this, I didn't realize it was a deluxe edition. And I know I only paid $5 for this. It's Glengarry Glen Ross. This is a 10-year anniversary copy. So it's 2 discs. There's not much of a booklet, but it's 2 discs. I forgot I actually had this. I discovered a lot of stuff I didn't remember I had when I started organizing these DVDs to go through. Now, I want to show you guys both of these at the same time. Okay. I have Payback, which I must have seen about 15, probably more like 20 times. Then I got Payback straight up the director's cut. And as I've said before, I know I mentioned when I showed this, the director's cut one, I saw everything they changed, every music cue, every dialogue change, the scenery change, how stuff had been edited different. I noticed everything because I love this movie. I love this first movie. Now, I did not just buy this blindly though. I paid $5 for this. I read it on Netflix first, and I loved this edition. So then when I saw it for $5, I bought it. But yeah, 2 copies of. Actually, it's not the same movie. It's not. Well, yeah, it is. It's a different movie because the music is different and the pacing is different and the editing is different. So technically, yeah, it is a different movie. This is a deluxe edition I picked up of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This is another one of those movies. I lump it in with Vanilla Sky, which is just way out there and crazy, but I can't stop looking at. This, Rules of Attraction, Vanilla Sky, they are on my list for those movies that are just, what? You're like, what did I just look at? But you want to watch it again. So this is up there. Good movie. $4. Great deal. Richard Gere, An American Gigolo. Now, this is, I actually have this on VHS, and I don't know what I did with it. Bare Bones edition. I think I only paid $3 for that. Now, this was something I bought. They used to have movies in GameStop, the video store place, and I picked this up there. I think I only paid like $6 or $7 for it. But this is a 2-disc. It says Director's Limited Edition on it. Tiny little booklet, and then 2 discs, and there were documentaries. This is one from the Hughes brothers. They did a phenomenal job with this. I mean, the directing, the cinematography, the pacing, just all of it. This is so good. But their movies are always good. I need to get a copy of Menace to Society and Dead Presidents. I really need a copy of Dead Presidents, which I don't have. I have the soundtrack, but I do not have the movie. But the Hughes brothers are amazing. They need to make more movies. This is really good. This, Primal Fear. I think this is my favorite Richard Gere movie of all time. Not only is it set in Chicago, but he looks so gorgeous in this movie. Edward Norton is amazing in it, and it's just a good movie. Some of the women's clothes and hairstyles are a little dated because it is from... this is from 96. You could tell. But nonetheless, Law and Order twist at the end. Good movie. Alright, well, I'm down to the last 4, you guys. I'm only at 12 minutes. I'm impressed. This is Out of Sight. And it says Collector's Edition, but it's not 2 discs. But I was obsessed with this movie. So good. I love Steven Soderbergh. And the commentary on this between him and George Clooney is really good. And the movie Solaris that George Clooney was in, the commentary on that with Steve Soderbergh and George Clooney is great. Steve Soderbergh does great commentary. So if you ever get a chance to listen to any of the commentary on his movies, do. He spends a lot of time complaining about how much everything costs. And I just find that hilarious because he's always like, you know, they want to charge us this. They want to charge us that. And this I remember because he was complaining about the snow when George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez meet in person. Was that the first time? For the first time in that bar. And there was snow falling outside the window. He said that snow was like $5,000 to get that fake snow. And then on the Solaris commentary, he's complaining about the font. The font that he wanted was for Solaris was like an extra $2,000 or something. Very funny. All About Eve. This is the only... I mean, I have To Kill a Mockingbird, but that's it. As far as old classic movies go. But this, I can't stop watching. It's a trip. Because Eve, who was right here, was just going to move on in and take... it all from Bette Davis and not think twice about it. And Bette Davis was like, no, I don't think so. Great movie. This has actually a lot of little special features on it. But I would love like a real direct, special edition for this. What is this? I don't know what this is. I didn't even know that was in there. One thing I will say about this, though, is that if you look at the poster for this movie, this is the poster for All About Eve. This was the movie poster. And they've got these arrows hopping from man to woman and then woman to man. And they've got Marilyn Monroe down here in the corner and, like, who likes who. But some of these didn't even relate to each other. These people had nothing to do with each other in the movies. And then the caption says, it's all about women and their men. And an exclamation mark after it. That movie wasn't about that this movie wasn't about that at all. This movie was about backstabbing, saddling up to people, getting them to trust you, and then stabbing them in the back. That's what this movie was about. I've just found that so hilarious. But, great movie. Now, This last one I just mentioned did a previous update. This is O, and it is the retelling or reimagining of the Othello, Shakespeare's classic, and it stars Mekhi Phifer, Josh Hartnett, and Julia Stiles. This was really good, and it was like $4, so I got it. And last but not least, one of my favorite heist movies. I need to buy a copy of Heat. I don't have a copy of Heat. I just thought about it as far as heist movies go, because this is The Score with Robert De Niro and Ed Norton. Marlon Brando's name is on here, but he wasn't in there that much. And then there's Angela Bassett. She wasn't in there that much either. But Ed Norton and Robert De Niro were trying to steal this scepter from this museum. Well, not a museum, just like a holding place for stuff for museums. This movie was good. So if you haven't seen it, you really need to check this out. And you got to stay until the very end. Got to stay till the end. So yeah, that is my drama collection. So now I can go put that back on the shelf. And I'll be honest, I do not remember what collection I'm doing next. I have it written down somewhere and I don't have that in front of me. So it'll be a surprise. Or you can go ahead and check on my channel page because I have what I'm doing listed on the side. So this went to 16 minutes. It's not too bad. So I'm going to stop talking now. Thanks for watching and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.